Up next, it's our main event between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Kansas City. Marvin Mims now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Or maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. With the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
That's into the hands of Franklin. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
There you go. Middle.
Here's the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Nix from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for Broncos' 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that, which is kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Completed to his running back. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. They've made it to 1st and goal on their opening drive, hoping to start this game with 6. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. And a goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of the series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Here's Nix to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Let's go, man. Come on, dog. Ain't nothing you could do that's going to help you here.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll mark him down there after the dive. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Right back to Pacheco. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. It's Pacheco again. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Hey, 43. Hey, Ripley.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any openings in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Yep. Argo on. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. Hey, 57.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie. Hey, 57 color.
They'll run, Pacheco. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Yellow, 15. Argo blue. Hey, color.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
15. Yellow. Hey, 57. 15.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get their first points of this game just before halftime. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Knicks now on 1st and 10. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Denver. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st down now, ball at the 33. To throw, here's Nix. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now Nix. Cut along the left sideline, but he did not get full feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On third down, here's Nix. Absolutely fires this one, right side. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
This quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Yellow. Argo on, 80. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. 43, 43. Yellow.
He'll throw it. He's going deep to the left side. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. That's P.J. Love. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're up and running once again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10.
15. Argo up. Here, 15, 15.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Attack, attack.
A second down throw for Mahomes. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Third and short, here's Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Another throw for Mahomes. And downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Rucker with the extra point. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Nix. He loses the football. And the Chiefs pick it up. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. but on first down, it is especially a killer.
I've got blue. Yellow, yellow. Collect.
First down throw, Mahomes. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead off the turnover. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away.
Got that fucking bullshit ass fumble. Get the fuck out of here.
Harvey now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
That's happening. Pressing that. Get the fuck out of here. Bum ass nigga, bro. I've beat this nigga before. I've beaten him before. That's crazy.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's into the hands of Franklin. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Nix from the gun. That one's cut along the left sideline. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. First and 10 after that last highlight. They're at the 30. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Looking quickly here. Here's Nix. Has him on a quick hitter. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for Broncos first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down, Broncos.
Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And this one doesn't go far. Working quickly here.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 6-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. And this is going to fall incomplete. They made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. So now it's third down. Throwing again. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Nico in the heel. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Girls, 15. 15. Line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now.
Attack. Hey, 57. Hey, 57.
You just get the play off. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. So we're through 3 here. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th.
Seconds left.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now within 1 score in the 4th.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Mejio with the return. Troops away from one. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Yellow. Hey, 15. Attack. Yellow. 43.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
This is cut downfield by Rice. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hey, Ripley. Argo blue. Hey, high down these two. Attack. Hey, 43. Come back. Yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And and it's going to be second down.
It's now second and 10.
Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a pickup of 26. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First and 10 at the 19-yard
Fall down
line.
these two. Fall down these two. Let's go, 57.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And it's close.